Kyle Field in College Station, Texas is the site for this Week 2 matchup between Bowling Green Falcons and the Texas A&M Aggies. Both teams come into this matchup 0-1 and be looking to get their first win of the season. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everyone. I'm Jeff Melnition, and alongside me, once again, Cole Mantell. Cole, what do you want to see from these two teams here this evening?
Well, going into this game, the national storyline is Bowling Green from 4 scholarship traders to 26. I think it's the biggest story tonight, and I was talking to the AD of Texas A&M, Rev. With so many new players for Bowling Green, his game planning has been significantly harder in the lead-up to this game this week. And Texas A&M, they're ready. They've been really putting in the practice. We're going to see how Bowling Green is able to do on this field.
And we'll see Vinny Mixon, the quarterback for Bowling Green, getting the start here as he's going to float this one out. And a good play call on first down finds Joey Zaza for a gain of 5.
And speaking about all the new players, the AD for Bowling Green, DT Hall, they're just playing as a team of so many new faces. Team first has been the attitude, and so far we're going to see how it goes tonight.
Remember, on YouTube, smash that like button, subscribe if you are new, as Chris Walker the fourth will get the first reception, and it's going to go for 3 and setting up a 3rd and short.
Now 3rd and 2, and already Bowling Green with so many new guys just getting into this offense, getting their reps together.
Mixon looking across, but it's going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Chris Walker the fourth, and the defense is there, 4th down, and Bowling Green goes 3 and out.
Yeah, Texas A&M, they know that Bowling Green, they have a lot of new receivers, a lot of guys that maybe aren't 100% caught up on all the plays yet. With that aggressive defense they had there, stopping a lot of the short plays, they're able to get a 3 and out. And
a good return. Brent Mills on the return for Texas A&M brings it out 25 yards. And now we'll see Justin Jackson in the Texas A&M offense that kind of sputtered last week against Notre Dame.
Yeah, Justin Jackson, 28 of 48, 226 for 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. If he can keep the turnovers down, he's going to have a much better chance here against Bowling Green at home.
1st down and 10. Jackson in the shotgun formation. Receiver coming in motion from left to right. Sets up in the slot. Going to be a handoff to Grigley going up the middle. And then a tackle on the play by Ian Perry.
And Grigley as well, another young player, a freshman on this team. 11 carries for 28 yards only last week, and a fumble as well.
2-by-2 set for Jackson on 2nd down. Hand off to Grigley again, going up the middle. That's another small gain of 4, setting up a 3rd and manageable.
And now 3rd and 1, as you said, 3rd and manageable. Texas A&M going with the short manageable routes. It worked well for Texas Tech last game. Let's see if A&M's able to do the same.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Now adjusting at the top of the formation. Justin Jackson in the shotgun. Take the snap right now, give it to Grigley yet again. Another run, 3 straight runs for Andrew Grigley, picks up 12 yards. And just like that, inside Bowling Green territory for the first time tonight.
And able to go up the middle there around the tackles. Bowling Green, they got to work on that tackling as Texas A&M just right up the gut, and they get a 1st down.
1st down and 10. Another handoff, 4 consecutive handoffs to Grigley. This time hit for no gain. The Falcons starting to pick up on what Texas A&M trying to do.
Yeah, they were surrounded. There was at least 4 of the Falcons able to tackle Grigley there on the 4th consecutive run.
Now tight end coming in motion. Ray Guerrero sets up. Quick throw out to the top. Breaking out of a tackle is Trey McDonald, able to get 3 yards.
And it looks like Texas A&M, they're going with a run-first offense. Going forward, it was a little bit different than what we saw last game, but still, the short plays are what they're looking for.
3rd down and 7. 2 receivers to the top of the formation for Jackson. Already a good drive, taking a shot, and that's going to be caught on the outside. Michael James makes his presence felt early on the first drive, gets 16 before going out of bounds.
And Michael James, he had a 30-yard reception last week against Notre Dame. He's able to go downfield, but here, obviously, good coverage by Bowling Green to keep him from going downfield. Still, 1st down for A&M on that 3rd down. Their 2nd consecutive, and now still perfect on 3rd downs.
Beautiful night here in College Station. 1st down and 10 as we made our way over from Lubbock. And it's going to be thrown out. Jackson able to connect with Ray Guerrero for a gain of 4.
And Guerrero as well, another one of these players on this team, this Aggies team that have experienced. The senior had 5 receptions for 7 yards and a touchdown last week, excuse me.
Oh, last night. I was going to say that would have been impressive. Jackson looking toward the end zone. It is off the hands, incomplete. Receiver was open, Matthew Kenziora, but it falls off his hands.
Yeah, Kenziora is going to want that one back. Brutal drop, 3rd and 6 now for A&M.
Trips to the bottom of the formation for Jackson, taking the snap, looking around. Pocket is clean. He could do your taxes, folks, and he's throwing it, almost intercepted off the hands. Man, the defense was there. Xander Travelstead in his first game getting his first pass deflection.
And it couldn't come at a better time. The Birmingham, Alabama native with a crucial deflection, and now A&M going for the field goal.
And it's going to be through the uprights and good by Thiago Eldo as he knocks that one home. 3-0 is the score here as the Aggies take the lead.
And Bowling Green, they were able to play a competitive game last week against NIU, who we just saw earlier tonight. Now Bowling Green, they're able to, well, at least keep them to 3. Yeah, I know.
I guess it's staying up. You've been awake for 12 hours. It must be getting into your head a little bit.
Oh, okay. We're playing that. Oh, okay.
It's all good. It's all good. First down and 10. We'll see Vinny Mixon, and we'll try to get this broadcast back on the rails here a little bit. I'll see what I can do. Is Mixon dropping back? He's going to be hit and brought down. Cody Lawrence getting his 2nd sack on the season, his first here in this game.
And able to see that the quarterback Mixon going back in the pocket. Obviously, Lawrence able to get past the offensive lineman, and too little too late to start running, able to get attacked for a loss.
Cody Lawrence last week, 3 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss, and a sack. Already getting a sack here on the 2nd drive. And we'll see what the Falcons can do on 2nd down and 13. Mixon, pressure, and he's going to be sacked yet again. Cody Lawrence, back-to-back sacks.
And this pressure A&M has all the way at the start of the game. Obviously, you want to see how fatigue impacts, but they keep going quarterback, pressuring. But Lawrence here able to bring him down. Obviously got a little bit of help at the end, but you want to talk about making a statement early in this game. Lawrence has done just that for the Aggies.
3rd and a country mile for the Bowling Green Falcons. 2 receivers to the bottom, the tight end coming in motion. Matt Staley sets up as Mixon getting the snap. Will fire it, and that's going to be called by Chris Walker, the 4th. But that's only going to be a 13-yard reception. Needed 5 more yards. And so Bowling Green will punt this back to Texas A&M.
And Mixon, when he wasn't getting pressured, 3 of 4, pretty efficient. It's just the 2 big sacks by Lawrence on this drive really killed the momentum. And as he said, 4th and 5, now A&M's going to get another chance on offense.
Brent Mills, another good return, getting into Bowling Green territory. And a nice return of 24 yards. We've seen this here the first couple games here in this Wednesday slate. Some good return action.
Yeah, last game you had a few guys with the win helping you. Now Mills, first 2 drives, great returns.
First down and 10, hand off to Grigley. You get hit in the backfield, but able to shrug that off, but still he gets tackled for a loss on the play as Mayan Holt coming up and making the first tackle for a loss in his CFSL career.
Yeah, they're going to give Holt the credit for the tackle. He had Wendell there as well, as well as a few other guys. And Bowling Green now 2nd and 11. See if they can keep holding A&M.
Jackson taking the shotgun snap. Pressure off the edge, and he is going to be sacked. Scott Frank getting his first sack of his CFSL career in this game. And that's going to be a long 3rd down upcoming for Texas A&M.
Just like if you want to talk about mirroring the game earlier tonight with 2 big defensive drives to start here, it's the defensive lines especially. Last drive was Lawrence, and now here, Scott Frank, the freshman out of Frankenmuth, Michigan. Big tackle now to make it 3rd and 15.
2 receivers to the bottom of the formation, 1 to the top. 3 down defensive lineman. Ray Guerrero is the one in motion from left to right. Sets up as Jackson getting the shotgun snap. Pressure off the edge again. Throws it just before he's hit. And it's going to fall off the hands and incomplete as the defense for Bowling Green coming up with a stand. And they will get the ball back.
And we mentioned him before, excellent coverage by Xander Travelstead there, making it so that the 3rd and 15 became a 4th and 15. And now A&M, after another great defensive drive by Bowling Green, will be punting it.
Return by Anthony Lee, only net 7, so first down and 10. What do you want to see here from Bowling Green to get their offense start moving here a little bit?
Something to get that pressure off of them. That rush by the defensive line last last drive really killed their drive. So Bowling Green, they're going to have to recognize that the defensive line is really hot right now and find ways to avoid them.
First down and 10. Going to be a handoff up the middle. Looked like it was going to go outside to the left, but Zaza able to cut it back inside. Picks up 8 for second down.
And Zaza there, another one of the young players that Bowling Green now has in their repertoire. They're able to recognize and able to get through here for a big gain.
Shotgun. Nixon looking across the middle, able to connect with Chris Walker the fourth. He's been the one that's been used heavily in this game. 3 receptions, 19 yards, first down for Bowling Green.
Yeah, Mixon 4 of 5, and 3 of them have been to Walker the fourth so far.
First down and 10, setting up the halfback screen, but going to take off and run as the screen looked like it was read beautifully by Texas A&M, but Lawrence getting his 3rd sack, and it's going to be 2nd and 14.
3rd sack of the quarter, and Lawrence might be just changing the pace of this game. That's the 3rd time he's gotten, obviously, a sack, but not only that, negative yardage. Bowling Green here, they got to figure out something because this defensive line is wrecking this offensive momentum.
2nd and 14. 2 receivers to the bottom of the formation, went to the top for Mixon, who's going to take the shotgun snap and hand it off to Zaza. Able to turn upfield, picks up another gain of 8. This time, it's going to be a manageable 3rd and 6.
And really, with Lawrence pressuring Mixon, Zaza has been able to be the antidote. I could see Zaza getting it again here on 3rd and 6.
Mixon looking around, taking a shot deep, has a receiver. What a catch! Inside Texas A&M territory, Chris Leone.
What a catch. As you said, Jeff Leone able to get around the defender, a few defenders there. And as you can see, Mixon just quickly getting it off, able to get behind the Texas A&M defenders there, and obviously a little bit of a blown coverage by Riley Mills as well on that.
Chris Leone in his first game coming up with a big-time grab. First down and 10. Trips to the bottom of the formation for Vinny Mixon. They'll float that one, but that's going to be broken up, courtesy of Tyrone Johnson.
And another big play, this time on the defensive side. What a diving deflection by Johnson.
Quick throw out to the top, and that's going to be Jordan Johnson with his first grab. Goes for 3 yards. It's going to set up a 3rd down upcoming, and we already know what Bowling Green has done on their previous 3rd downs on this drive.
And Bowling Green now, they might be just looking for the end zone, I think, here as well.
Mixon all sorts of time, checking it down. Zaza only picks up 4. Going to be 4th and 3, and they're going to have to kick the field goal.
Yeah, it's definitely not how Bowling Green, after such momentum, wanted the drive to end. But Ryan Guachi, as well, just a great defensive stop in A&M here, makes it a tie game instead of being down by 4.
As the field goal through the uprights and good by Jax Hall. So we are all knotted up. It was 0-0. Texas A&M got the lead 3-0, but now Bowling Green on a good drive. Set up beautifully by the 35-yard pitch and catch to Chris Leone. And it's going to be 3-3 the score. Now onus back to the Texas A&M defense, because we know and we've seen it, as if you keep these teams that are looking to pull off the upset, if you keep having them hang around, they could be a menace for you later on in the 3rd and 4th quarters.
It's been a defensive game so far.
3 down defensive lineman for Bowling Green. Handoff up the middle goes Grigley. 4-yard rush, and that's been the key, is Texas A&M wanting to get this ground game going here in this first quarter.
It was very successful getting down the field earlier. Obviously, the drive stalled out, and it was only 3 instead of 7. Still, that's what A&M has been relying on.
Jackson throwing it. Coming out of the backfield is going to be Joe Robinson. Pickup of 11, first down. Tackle being pushed out of bounds. And that's going to be a first down for Texas A&M.
Yep, and Jackson through the air, they're able to convert.
First down and 10 as Justin Jackson going to convert with Ray Guerrero, and that's going to be enough for a 6-yard reception, and then will be pushed out of bounds.
And second reception of the night for Guerrero. He's definitely able to extend the field. We'll see if that happens.
Jackson going to take off and run. Doesn't see anything he likes downfield, and he's going to take a shot. He's still on his feet. Hurdles the defender before being brought down on the play. Beautiful run by Justin Jackson. Gain of 16.
An excellent run, an excellent way to get through some pressure there. Jackson, 17 carries, obviously had 5 sacks last week, so it's a little bit edited, but 32 yards officially. This is just a 21-yard rush here, and A&M as well, very balanced so far, rushing and passing, 8 of 8.
First down and 10 inside Bowling Green territory for the second time. Jackson pulled that one out. Pass going to be caught by Bunny Hopper. She makes her first grab in this game. Goes for 6.
And the Austin, Texas native coming over to College Station from enemy territory as a freshman here. Great first catch.
Down and 4. Jackson looking across the middle. Let the hand up. Nice play. That's going to fall incomplete with a nice play by Mayan Holt.
And now Texas A&M 2 of 4 so far tonight on third down.
Third down and 4. Jackson looking to convert. They will. Grigley with a nice catch out of the backfield. Going to be a gain of 10 before being tackled down as they're inside the PX1 Sports red zone.
Grigley's first reception of the night, and maybe Bowling Green a little bit too conservative on the pass defense. They're able to give Grigley enough room for the first down.
Down to 10, handoff, trying to go outside, breaking out of a tackle, but then still on his feet. Oh, the power by Joe Robinson trying to get a scholarship opportunity, but he's going to be dropped for a loss of 2 on the play. That's a very entertaining end to a first quarter. We'll be back with the second quarter from College Station right after this. It's all knotted up at 3. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Start of the second quarter. Tight set from shotgun for Jackson. Going to take off and run up the middle. Slides down this time. Gain of 4.
And good vision there. He saw there's about to be contact, and they're up enough in the red zone where you just want to get the first down. Hopefully here, maybe go for the end zone here. Good slide.
3rd and 6. Jackson dropping back. He's going to float it to Grigley coming out of the backfield, and that's going to be a nice tackle by Holt. Coming in, linebacker coming in with a big stop. Going to be 4th down and 9, and again holding Texas A&M in the red zone to a field goal opportunity.
Yeah, excellent vision by Holt, and Bowling Green especially. He also had Scott Frank there. Just what you needed. Maybe not the best pass decision as A&M now forced for another field goal attempt.
Snap is down, kick is on the way, and this one is good from Tiago Elda, who adds his second field goal of the evening as Texas A&M regains the lead, though it's still 6-3 the score.
Yep, the freshman kicker, he had 3 field goal attempts, 3 made. Now 100% on the season, including extra points, including the 2 field goals obviously tonight as well.
Good return by Bubby Ambrose for 27. And now, after a good, impressive drive by Bowling Green last series, they get the ball back with their offense, now down 3 once again.
And in the same token, back on the field is going to be Lawrence and this defensive line that has been absolutely terrorizing Bowling Green so far tonight. They have to have some sort of game plan, as they know number 99 for the Aggies is going to be right in their face.
So here we go, 1st down and 10. The opening stands of the second quarter. Motioning out of the backfield, throwing it underneath, but that's going to be intercepted by Johnson. Going back the other way, has 1 man to beat. He's going to get a pick 6. The Texas A&M defense with a big play. Tyrone Johnson with his first career interception in the CFSL this season, and it's a big one, and that is how Texas A&M extends the lead.
First interception this season, and you can ask for a better way to open it. Look at that great vision, as well as being able to avoid the tackles from some of those offensive players. Tyrone Johnson, congratulations. You just got one of the best plays we've seen all night.
45 viewers watching now on YouTube. Appreciate everybody. We got Brett Mills, Tyrone Hall. That's in his chat. Hunky Dory, the commish. Rick is in chat. Allie Peters, who's players Allie Peters on Texas A&M. Ethan Shoemaker, Ray Guerrero, DJ Blackman. W's in the chat, Nick Hopper, Russell Brazel. Appreciate everybody tuning in and watching on YouTube this evening. And a 1st down and 10, and now the offense for Bowling Green back out on the field.
The bright side is Bowling Green gets a chance immediately to rectify that issue, and Mixon coming back out here, maybe try something new. The downside is this defense has been in your face all night.
Shoots from the bottom, went to the top. Pistol set. It's going to be handoff to Zaza going up the middle, and he will pick up 10 yards, though going to be just an inch short of the first down marker.
Yeah, Zaza here getting a little bit of a more on-the-ground, calmer start to this drive after the interception.
Nixon looking around. He's going to fire it to the far side. It's going to fall incomplete. They're going to say it's going to be 3rd and inches upcoming for Bowling Green.
And Bowling Green, they have a great chance to change this trend. Only 1 of 4 on 3rd downs tonight.
To the bottom shotgun. Play action to Zaza. Pocket starting to roll. He's going to throw off his back foot. You never want to do that if you're a quarterback. Incomplete. That's going to be 4th and inches. And punting it away is going to be Bowling Green.
And with only inches to go for the first down marker, a little confusing to see the decision making there from Mixon to go all the way downfield off his back foot when he could have just taken a few steps to get that first down. Maybe a bit of a young quarterback mistake there.
Yeah, probably could have saw even an option play on that 3rd and inches play. All they needed was a little bit, just the nose of the ball. But it's going to be Texas A&M ball now, and we'll see what they can do as their offense needs to get into the end zone. And we'll see. They're up 13-3, 10-point lead for the Aggies. And it's going to be 3 down defensive linemen for Bowling Green to counteract the shotgun formation for Justin Jackson. Bringing a little bit of pressure, but Jackson gets out of it. And he's going to still on his feet. What a powerful stiff arm. Get off of me. And that's going to be a 15-yard gain.
And actually, I think that might be one of the more, in a game that's show some toughness, one of the more tough runs I've seen all night from anyone.
First down and 10, close to the top of the formation, but it's going to be Justin Jackson taking off and run. A QB design run goes up the middle, and that is going to be a good play there of 5 yards.
And runs into his own guy, it looks like there, but still able to get upfield. And Texas A&M, they're on a momentum swing here.
Don Williams, the defensive tackle, in on the stop. 3 down defensive linemen, but they're going to bring a little pressure with the linebacker Jackson. Take a shot deep. Diving attempt by Kenzie Ora comes up with the reception for 36 yards. Texas A&M set up inside the 5.
And what a catch by Kenzie Ora, doing the right thing, just making sure he had security of the ball. Amir Smith beaten by 10 yards there. Kenzie Ora, if he was able to come in on his feet, probably a short touchdown.
Trips to the top of the formation for Jackson. Grigley lined up. Play going to be option. Keeper breaks out of the tackle. Justin Jackson in for the 5-yard scamper as Texas A&M's offense comes to life on this drive, and they extend the lead 19-3, 20 pending the extra point.
Great drive, and now the 8th rushing touchdown in a row by a Texas-based team tonight, if you want your weird stat of the night.
Might as well just keep it going. It's going to be Texas A&M up 20-3 as now the wind might be taken out of the sails of Bowling Green, though we still got plenty of time left. But if you're Bowling Green, after throwing a pick and then you go 3 and out, you turn it, you have to punt it back, and then you give up a touchdown. That's 14 unanswered points just like that. I mean, not even counting the pick six, not even counting the actually counting the pick six, but not counting the field goal.
Yeah, Bowling Green, they need to score here. They need some momentum back if they want a chance.
Mixing all sorts of time. We'll fire it, and that's going to, he looked like he stepped off his back foot, threw it off his back foot as well, and that's going to be incomplete, 2nd down.
And not sure if he overthrew the guy that was covered or underthrew the guy that was open, but another mistake there in the targeting.
Down in 10, Mixon feeling the pressure, tries to evade, but that is not going to work, and the pressure was made by Diaz and able to get the tackle. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 for a Bowling Green team that's 1 of 5 on 3rd down. Not a good combination. We'll see if Mixon can reverse that trend here.
Trying to set up the halfback screen. Conservative play call here on 3rd down. Zaza trying to go up the far side. Able to get 6. Going to be 2 yards short of the line to gain. And Bowling Green will punt this one back to Texas A&M.
And big credit here on the 3rd down to the defensive tackles. Caleb Diaz nearly sacking Mixon, the quarterback. And then after the pass, Buck Malone running back and getting the tackle. That's great work by a defensive line that's had one of the better nights we've seen of any defensive line so far this week and season.
Yeah, nice return by Brent Mills. But now, onus going back to the Bowling Green defense. Needing to come up with a stop. They have only given up field goals. They've allowed Texas A&M to extend this lead courtesy of the rushing touchdown by Justin Jackson just a series ago. We'll see what happens on this drive as Jackson will open up through the air, but it's going to fall. Going to be just incomplete as the pressure getting there and supplied by the defensive line for the Bowling Green Falcons.
Yeah, off the helmet, it looks like of the offensive lineman on that throw. Maybe a little bit ill-advised.
Jackson from under center, up the middle. Good play. And that's going to be Jacoby Jameson with his third tackle, first tackle for loss, and first sack.
Yeah, Jameson there able to get through the offensive line. Maybe just a blown coverage here, as it looks like maybe Bowling Green with a great play call just to make it 3rd and 15. And now A&M 3 of 6, but now down bad, 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15. Blitz coming yet again for the Falcons. It's going to get home, and down goes Justin Jackson, sacked for back-to-back series. Or back-to-back plays. Scott Frank getting his first sack here. And now, finally, the defense, we were talking about it before this series started. Could they get the stop? Well, they did, and now Texas A&M will punt the ball to Bowling Green.
Yeah, second sack of the night for Frank. He's been involved all night, and now, as you can see, 4th and 19, A&M going to punt to a Bowling Green offense that gets another chance here in this first half that's had them only score 3 points on offense.
One is away. It's going to be fielded, and whoa, what a tackle. Anthony Lee only able to get 2 yards, nothing going downfield as Pranav Singh in on the stop on the coverage team. So now 1st down and 10 for Bowling Green inside their own 30-yard line. 1st down and 10, handoff to Zaza, got some blocking, able to pick up 7 yards. This gets up 2nd down, being very manageable.
It's a manageable 2nd down, and again, this running game has really helped Bowling Green in the past. Obviously, they haven't been able to put it together for a touchdown yet, but if they want to, I think the running game's going to be key.
Empty set, shotgun formation for Mixon, taking the shotgun snap. Going to look to scramble, get out of it. He somehow broke out of the pocket, shrugs off a tackler before being tackled by Tyrone Johnson.
Yeah, Tyrone Johnson, he had the interception earlier, and now he got off Ty Linker of the tackle, but Johnson there able to get the tackle. It's still going to be 1st and 10. Good run there for Bowling Green.
1st down and 10, pistol. Zaza motioning out of the backfield. Mixon looking around, will throw it to Zaza, who came out of the backfield on the motion, able to pick up 2, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
And Zaza there, not able to turn upfield. He did have some space, just a little bit overthrown by Mixon.
Pistol set. Zaza looking to turn it up, go up the left side, but it's not going to work. Allie Peters getting her 2nd tackle, kind of quiet thus far, but her 1st tackle for loss.
Yeah, Shoemaker in on the tackle as well. And 3rd and 9 for a Bowling Green team that's 1 of 6 now throwing 3rd downs.
3rd down and 9, throwing it, but that one's going to be intercepted. Brett Mills going back the other way and going to be tackled inside the 40. Texas A&M's defense with their 2nd interception.
And he's been a two-way player on offense, defense, special teams as well. You call it a 3-way play for number 3. His biggest play of the night, though, an underthrown ball, and now that target intended originally for number 87 on Bowling Green now going to be intercepted and returned the other way.
Two receivers to the top, one to the bottom. Shotgun, handoff to Grigley going up the far side. Got the blocking, able to turn the corner, picking up good yardage, getting inside the PX Sports red zone, and now 7 rushes, 43 yards for Andrew Grigley in the game.
And after getting around Don Williams just to get out of the pocket, it takes all the way Carson Wendell just running down the field to keep up with him to get Grigley down.
Already outdoing what he did last week in terms of rushing yards. Still needs to get to 12 carries to outdo that. But Grigley with a nice catch and a gain of 1 before being tackled by Jacoby Jameson.
Yeah, Jacoby Jameson able to read the play a little bit there, not able to turn up the field for the A&M pass catcher. Bowling Green's going to need to do more of that here in the red zone.
1 receiver to the bottom, 2 to the top. Play action. Jackson, wide open, touchdown! Bunny hopper from 16 yards out. Her first touchdown grab of the season.
And able to get around the Bowling Green defense. That is a really bad lapse there. No one even in the zip code. Obviously, coming in late on the play, you have Xavier Travelstead, but still maybe just a miscommunication as A&M now penning the PAT up 24 points.
Dab is down, kick is on the way by Eldo, and it's through the uprights and good. 27-3 is the score. Texas A&M virtually doing it all after a quiet first quarter. Seemingly, it was the spark of the pick six by Tyrone Johnson that sparked this Texas A&M team to get their gears going, and it has done just that as the touchback in the end zone, and now we'll see Bowling Green. They'll start at their own 20.
As you said, Jeff, that pick six just leads to more momentum for A&M, and Bowling Green have a chance to reverse it here.
Mixon looking around, going to lob this one up. Dangerous pass, and that's going to fall incomplete. LeBoucher out there in coverage getting the pass deflection.
Yeah, LeBoucher almost getting the interception there as Mixon's had a few questionable throws tonight.
Down in 10. Mixon going to take off and run, but can't get a break out of the tackle of Cody Lawrence. And that's going to be a gain of 9, though, so 3rd down and 1 upcoming for the Bowling Green Falcons.
And look at that speed as well for Lawrence. He's just been all over the field tonight.
Having a big game. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Mixon going to look to the far side. Pass is caught, able to turn upfield. Mascali, the tight end, picking up 4, keeping this drive alive.
And able to get the first down, something they haven't been able to do all night. Mixon here, just 10 of 18 tonight.
Tight end Scaly coming in motion after making the grab on the last play. We'll go over the formation, but Mixon's got some blocking out in front, and he slides down just in front of Ryan Gauchi, as it looked like it was going to be the block downfield, but just not able to get it. It looked like maybe if Mixon would have stayed in it, he might have still been running.
Yeah, Mixon showing his rushing ability off, and obviously his rushing ability is there. If he can make a little bit of better decisions, maybe run it more often, some safer throws, he'd probably be in a lot closer game here.
1st down and 10 inside A&M territory. Going to take off and run it again, but this time runs right into the arms of Cody Lawrence, picking up his 4th sack of the first half.
And the red shirt freshman, Cody Lawrence, just absolutely demolishing everything. His previous record in his young career for defensive sacks is 1. I think he's blown that out of the water quite a bit, if I don't say so myself.
He's looking very impressive in this one, but it also helps to have a mobile quarterback running into your arms kind of half the time. 2nd and 14, blitz coming with the corner, but it's going to fall incomplete. Mixon getting rid of it just as the pressure was getting home. 3rd and 14 for Bowling Green. They are 2 of 8 on 3rd down.
And for those tracking at home, the record for defensive sacks in the game is 6 by Dan Norris, season 10 for Clemson against Auburn.
Laying up the halfback screen. Zaza not able to go anywhere. Loss of 4 on the play. Brought down. Texas A&M's defense coming up big yet again. And that's going to be another 3 and out for the Falcons.
Yeah, this defensive line, we talked a little bit about Lawrence. I talked earlier, Buck Malone, another big play. 4th and 17, obviously, for Bowling Green, and another drive that goes to, that just doesn't go well.
T. Roy in chat, TMG Jr., appreciate you, man. Love hearing your calls as well, buddy. It's going to be 4th and 17 as Bowling Green will punt this away to Texas A&M, looking to surprise Texas A&M, not calling a timeout here, though, Cole.
A little bit surprised, but when you're up by 24, I understand the want to just get into the halftime, get into the locker room, maybe get a little bit of a break as well.
Kyle Field rocking as you heard the music in the background, fans making the stadium shake. And it's going to be Brett Mills on a 13-yard return, 1st down and 10. What do you want to see here from Justin Jackson to close out this first half of play?
I want to see him rush it. I think at this point, A&M, sure, you can try to get a quick drive together, but what you don't want to do is throw an interception or make another turnover mistake going into half. You already have your foot on the pedal. Just don't give Bowling Green any room for momentum.
Watts to the bottom of the formation. Empty set, looking across the middle, able to connect with Michael James, picking up 10, going to be 1st down as A&M burns their first time out.
However, these short passes are also really helpful as well just to get the reps in, and I think A&M's going to try that here to get downfield.
Jackson, all sorts at time, looking underneath, finds Grigley, able to turn upfield, but then takes a shot from Amir Smith. Gain of 6, though. Texas A&M burning their 2nd time out of the first half.
And Bowling Green here, some good defensive effort at the end of the first half.
2 receivers to the top of the formation for Jackson. Throwing it, and it's going to be Grigley on the table route coming out of the backfield. Still not down. Now Now the ref's going to blow it down. It's going to be a gain of 16. They're going to hurry it back up to the line with 46 seconds left to go. Again, 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Grigley in the backfield, sidecar left. Jackson looking, going to throw it to the far side. That's going to be incomplete as they were looking for Trey McDonald.
And McDonald there almost, but not quite able to bring it down. But still, you get a little bit of a breath here. 38 seconds. And A&M, they might just want to rush it here, get down to 1 second and get a field goal.
Tight set. Shotgun. Jackson chuck it over the middle, and that's going to be caught by Bunny Hopper. Makes a gain of 10. Going to be 3rd and inches as they hurry back up. Under 29 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Jackson looking, going to take a shot deep, lines up the arm, but overshoots his intended target, Bunny Hopper, by 20 yards.
And A&M, yeah, it looks like they're going for the field goal now. A good way to end the half, though. Big shot, and then you just let your kicker, who's been perfect so far this season, get another chance.
Snap is down, kick is on the way. Does Eldo have the leg? Yes, he does. Connects as it's now 30-3 and a 27-point lead for Texas A&M with 18 seconds left to go in the first half of play.
And I don't think he'll probably get on the voting just because of how many great players you've had and how many big games you've already seen this week and are sure to come in the later days. But Fago Aldo, the freshman, if there was ever a time to give a kicker a player of the week, having his 2nd consecutive week with 100%, as long as it holds, I don't want to jinx anything here because we're only halfway through this game. Maybe someone we could consider for special teams.
I think the day a kicker wins player of the week in the CFSL is the day that I don't see it. As Mixon is going to get sacked for a loss on the play. Allie Peters with her first sack of the evening.
Yeah, Peters with another great play here at the end of the half. And honestly, it would be something different, though. I think Aldo, if anyone's going to have a week, he's already had quite a few plays made.
That's going to do it for the end of the first half. It's been all Texas A&M, 30-3, as they're bouncing back well after their loss last week to Notre Dame. Bowling Green, though, needing to turn the tide here a little bit, but they are going up against Texas A&M. That last week they were in the top 10, I believe, in the CFSL in the opening polls for week 1 for the preseason, but now they're getting a hard taste after playing against a tough NIU squad last week. But now, Cole, as we come into the halftime studios, just give the viewers watching on YouTube a taste of what that first half of action was like.
Well, it was very happy for those fans at Cal Field. You're talking about the noise level. Bowling Green, that might be it, because some of the mistakes that Bowling Green made, obviously it's a very, very young team. That's what we've been talking about. So many players entering the team. And it looked like it was just a lot of miscommunications. Mixon, he's had some flashes, but he's got to cut down on those turnovers.
As everybody takes a look at the first half stats, 148 passing yards, 77 rushing yards for Texas A&M, 74 passing yards for Bowling Green, 53 rushing yards. Kind of very balanced out, I would say, for Bowling Green. Time of possession, though, by Texas A&M leading by just a little bit. What changes do you want to see for Bowling Green here in this second half, as well as Texas A&M?
A&M, they're going to want to probably go a little bit more rushing. You don't want to take your gas off the pedal. Bowling Green, I want to see some chances. Mixon, you've already thrown 2 picks. At this time, you just need to give some reps, get some new receivers some playing time, and best case scenario, you come back. Worst case scenario, you throw another interception, and you already have 2 tonight anyway.
Well, let's see what changes happen in the halftime break from both squads. It's going to be a handoff to Grigley, just how they opened up the first quarter. That's going to be a run, gain of 3 for the running back from Texas A&M.
And a good early adjustment as well from Bowling Green, just calling the defense to expect the run. And it looks like it was Don Williams on the tackle there, the defensive tackle.
Trips to the top of the formation. Going to be a handoff to Grigley going out the near side. Pickup of 11, able to turn the corner. That's going to be a first down for Texas A&M.
And Xander Travelstead, 6'0", 195. Grigley's just able to barrel through him for the first down. A big contact there.
2-by-2 set, this time on first down. 3 down defensive lineman, but they bring a little bit of pressure. But throwing across the middle, RJ Lupo could have had his first interception, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, off the hands, just not something that you want to see. Drops have been an issue for this defense and offense for Bowling Green.
Jackson going to keep it on the option keeper, going up the far side, able to turn the corner. Going to be close. Going to say it's going to be a yard short of the first down sticks, and it's going to be third down upcoming for the Aggies.
And Mike Whitley just had the angle and unable to execute, maybe a little bit too conservative, and now A&M 3rd and 1.
Jackson again going to keep it, turning it up the left side, breaking out of a tackle, still on his feet, brought down inside the 30-yard line. Now Justin Jackson 10 rushes for 64 yards and a score in this game.
And again, going to that left side of the field where last play Whitley missed him. This time, he's just unable to catch up to him and then gets run around for an extra few yards. Obviously, another first down and more for Texas A&M, and that left side might be ripe for the picking.
First down and 10, trips to the bottom of the formation for Texas A&M. Going to be a handoff to Jackson going up the middle, but he is going to be brought down only after a gain of 2 by Holt, the middle linebacker for Bowling Green.
And that's going to be Holt's 5th tackle of the night, as well as 269 total yards of offense so far for the Aggies.
Jackson handoff to Grigley up the middle, breaking out of a tackle, but then going to be pushed down. Only a gain of 3 as Grigley now up 10 carries for 60 yards. One more carry and he'll tie the carries he had last week.
And 3rd and 5, we could see Grigley get it again here.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. They're going to fool you wrong. Across the middle, touchdown, the streak wide open. Bunny Hopper into the end zone for her 2nd score of the game, her 2nd touchdown of her CFSL young career, and first time she's had multiple scores in a game.
Yeah, it's been a really good deep threat tonight for Hopper, just able to get down the field, get behind some of these cornerbacks and defensive backs for Bowling Green, and it's paid off well, especially in the end zone.
I gotta say, Mike in chat putting the 3 bunny ears, he might be doing a little voodoo magic, I would say, because one more, because he's been putting 3s in bunny, maybe showing potentially 3 touchdowns by Bunny Hopper in this game. Still plenty of time left for it to happen, but, just gotta have some fun.
It's possible. She's been really good just getting behind that defense, as I said. And if she can do that again, I wouldn't be surprised if she gets 3 or even 4 touchdowns tonight.
And now it's got to go, the ball going back to Bowling Green, needing to get something going. 37-3 is the score. It's been all Aggies in this one. But it was a tight game in that first quarter. But again, that pick 6 definitely turned the tide. Fumble, and that's going to be picked up and retained possession by the offensive lineman for the Bowling Green Falcons.
And who else but once again the star of tonight for this defensive line, Lawrence, in on Mixon. He's just been rattled all night. Now he's able to get the ball out. Obviously, number 70, it looks like, for Bowling Green, just able to stop it from becoming even more of a disaster.
I believe that might be a sack fumble as well. So Lawrence continuing to impress the CFSL faithful watching on YouTube. Blitz coming from the corner, but Mixon stays in strong in the pocket and finds Walker the 4th for a first down gain.
It was a good vision play. He's able to get around the defender, and obviously Guachi for A&M's unable to bring him down before the first down marker. So Bowling Green going up the field now, 1st and 10.
First down and 10. Mixon. Bull rush coming up the middle, but he's able to throw it out. And that is a nice catch made by Sally Wolchik and picking up 6 yards.
A good play there, obviously 2nd and 4. Tackle going to Rev LeBoucher.
Pistol set for Mixon. Just got to take a little laugh at what's being said in YouTube. Oh, Allie Peters puts Mixon on his back, but he gets the last laugh because he picks up the first down in a gain of 9.
Huge hit, and you got to wonder maybe some of the mistakes Mixon's had just because of all the pressure and big hits he's taken tonight.
First down and 10. Mixon looking around, throws it to Zaza out of the backfield, able to pick up 7 on a nice angle route coming out of the backfield. 2nd down and 3.
And Zaza on the ground and also just in the air as a running back out of the backfield, able to get a lot of effectiveness tonight for a team that's only scored 3 points.
There's just a quick throw. It looked like the pocket was collapsing quickly. And that's going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like Mixon banged his head against his own either a halfback or offensive lineman there. Maybe not the best decision, though.
3rd and 3. Mixon throwing it short of the marker. Going to be Mascali for a gain of 3. And that's all going to be it as they're going to punt this one away. I was thinking maybe Bowling Green would go for it. Kind of conservative to punt this one away here in the 3rd quarter. I know it's the 3rd quarter, but right now you got to get some points on the board and keep drives alive, not give them back to Texas A&M.
forget conservative. They could have tried a field goal there. They could have gone for it. That's maybe the 7th or 8th best idea. That was really weird from Bowling Green to just give it away.
So out of the 2 ideas, there's still like 5 that we did not come up with that could have been a lot better than what we decided. That's interesting. I would like to see what some of those are. As Grigley picks up 6 in the near side and gets up 2nd down.
Yeah, you could have run it. You could have went to the outside. You could have just walked backwards. Anything but punting it.
Ray Guerrero comes in motion from left to right, sets up as Jackson gets the snap. Looking across the middle, able to connect as that's going to be McDonald with a gain of 14. First down for the Aggies.
And big point here of why punting it's a bad idea. Giving it to this offense that scored 37 points so far compared to your 3. Just giving them another chance here in this 3rd quarter to make it a 40-something 3 game.
They scored 30 because the other 7 was a pick 6, so I'll give him 30 points. But Grigley maybe getting held in check here a little bit as he has now 12 rushes, so already outdoing a season high for carries in a game. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
At 2nd and 7, and Grigley, as you said, Jeff, he's had a really good game tonight as well. Able to go up the field and give this offense that likes to pass a little bit of a breathing room.
2nd and 7, Jackson from under center, play action. Looking around, sets his feet, able to fire it to Ken Ziora, who comes up with the 7-yard reception. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, and again, Texas A&M has been really good. As you see, 5 of 10 on these 3rd downs, able to get upfield.
Tight set once again for Texas A&M. Jackson getting the snap, trying to turn up the near side, but that is not going to work. As it's going to be Jacoby Jamison in on the tackle. It's going to be 4th down and 5, and Texas A&M punting this one back to Bowling Green.
Good stop, and Jamison, had a really close on that last play, either getting a deflection or interception, and now able to stop the QB run. 4th and 5, A&M punting thanks to the efforts of Jamison. And when you're down 34, you want those players to keep trying, keep playing their best, and Jamison's answered the call here for Bowling Green.
Appreciate everybody tuning in on this Wednesday evening to some CFSL action for the Wednesday slate, the middle game. And we got 37 watching it on YouTube right now. We got Nick Hopper, Joseph Bischoff, Tyrone Hall, who is DT Hall, who's the head coach for Bowling Green. We got W's in chat, Michael Rury. Mike is, of course, Allie's in here as well. We got Clayton, the AD for Notre Dame. Brazel, who's Justin Jackson. Appreciate everybody. Kashad Williams is showing up in here as well. Appreciate everybody I might have missed. Matt Scaly, appreciate you as well. It's going to be 1st down and 10. Mixon looking around. He's going to fire that to the far side. Chris Walker picks up 3.
And Walker as well, only 5 receptions tonight, but been one of the most reliable weapons. You see the Mixon, 16 completions, 5 of them, so about a third of them have been going to Walker the 4th.
Mixon from shotgun takes the snap. Bull rush coming. He's going to take off and runs with it. He gets past Cody Lawrence, who has seemingly been a menace to him, able to pick up just 1 yard.
Yeah, it was a 20-yard run for 1 yard, and Bowling Green now 2 of 10 on 3rd down.
TT says, dang, Bowling Green State getting smoked. Just you wait until you get your first action. And that's going to be a gain by Jordan Johnson for a 1st down. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Bowling Green as they keep the drive alive.
And to Bowling Green's credit, they started this game pretty well off. It was a defensive slugfest, just some unforced errors by quarterback Lenny Mixon that's really put them behind.
Yeah, I mean, really, Mixon he has thrown 2 interceptions, but outside of that, he's taking care of the football like he has right now. Green grass as he's going to be tackled inside the 25 by Brent Mills.
And now I assume all of the Bowling Green fans in the chat want me to start talking bad about Mixon over and over again, as soon as I do that, rushes all the way downfield. It takes a huge effort from Brent Mills just to run down and grab him.
Actually, it was Mike in chat that said that Bowling Green's better with 4 players than they are with 26. Little shots taken to Tyrone Hall in the chat, but it's always better to have more players than less players because then you have more to work with. It's Chris Leone with a gain of 11. We haven't called his name since that big grab in the 1st quarter that went for 35.
Yeah, interesting. I think maybe that's a credit to the Texas A&M defense just covering him up to make sure that doesn't happen again.
1st down and 10. Mixon play action. Pressure in his face. That's going to fall incomplete as he sails that one to the Texas A&M faithful sitting behind the end zone.
And now Bowling Green, second attempt, in their best position to score since probably the first quarter.
Empty set shotgun formation, trips to the bottom, two to the top, fumble on the play, but it's going to be picked up by the offensive lineman once again. Mixon with his second fumble, but they've both been recovered by the offensive lineman for Bowling Green. This time, big old number 92, the walk-on, getting in there and getting his pressure, his presence felt as he's looking for a scholarship.
Yeah, Robbins, 92, just able to get around the offensive line. It's been a story all night. Either it's Lawrence, Malone, this time Robbins, Diaz, and Shoemaker. This defensive front has just been imposing all night.
Two receivers to the top, setting up the halfback screen. Zaza gets it. Good blocking downfield. Able to pick up 9 before being pushed out of bounds, and picks up 9 before even anybody was able to lay a hand on him. But it's going to be 4th down and 10. Conservative play call yet again. Jax Hall will come on to attempt the field goal. Snap is down, kick is on the way through the uprights and good. So it's going to be 37-6 is the score from College Station.
And chip play here, just a chip field goal. And Bowling Green, I don't agree with the call, but I do understand at least the rationale behind this. You haven't scored a point since the first quarter. You've had nothing but A&M just scoring over and over again. At least here you got some momentum. You're able to say this drive was able to go well. As Bunny Hopper there, just what a hit that she just took.
There's been a lot of hits in this game. But really, I am really impressed by Mixon. Able to at least turn it around after those 2 interceptions. Yeah, the 2 fumbles, but they've been recovered by Bowling Green, so it hasn't really hurt them. As a nice throw to Trey McDonald for a gain of 21 as Justin Jackson continues his impressive game.
Yeah, the story going into this game, obviously, Bowling Green from 4 to 26 scholarship players. But the story coming out of this game, I think, it's going to focus a lot on Mixon and his turnover problems. I think the real story should be he's able to have flashes of brilliance. He just has to get some mistakes under control, and this young team just needs to get some experience.
That's the thing. We see it all the time. Freshman quarterbacks, they don't always come in, and they're not always Lyle Fletcher. Remember Voodoo Tatum, or Ray Tatum, before he finished to a great career. He went through a little bit of some things as well in the CFSL back in seasons early start. I think it was like season 2. He was a freshman. Season 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So it happens to the best of them. As it's going to be floated out, Trey McDonald with a nice grab as it falls from the sky perfectly into the breadbasket, and that's going to be 1st down and 10.
And another blown coverage by this Bowling Green defense. Maybe just another miscommunication, something along those lines. Is McDonald all the way in the backfield, and luckily they had a few guys back there, just maybe a little bit of an adjustment at halftime. DJ Blackman's going to be the first guy to get contact to make sure this isn't a touchdown. But as he said, another example could be just Deshaun Odie from Miami. Last season, not the best, and now this season so far, he's just tearing it up.
And we'll see what he does against Florida this week, as it's going to be Blevins and Odie going at each other. Matthew Kensiora making his 3rd reception for 48 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Another player that's had some big receptions, Kenziora, had a huge reception in the first half.
Jackson across the middle, pass is caught, able to turn upfield. Bunny Hopper, I was right. Put your 3 bunny emojis in chat, Mike, because that's the 3rd touchdown for Bunny Hopper in the game.
We were talking about it earlier. Maybe that's the voodoo, and there it is, Mike. The 3rd bunny for Bunny Hopper. 3rd touchdown is A&M penning the PAT up 44-6.
See, every time when she scored her first touchdown, he put 3 bunny emojis in chat. He knew what was going on in this game. He knew what was about to happen, and it was Bunny Hopper with 3 touchdowns and the hat trick. We saw more than 3 touchdowns for Curtis Andrews last game for rushing touchdowns. Now, I mean, there's just a thing with hat tricks going on here tonight.
Everything comes in 3s. You want to talk about 3? How about 6 rushing touchdowns for Andrews last game? And now, obviously,
he got 2 hat tricks in that game.
Yeah, double hat trick.
Is correct. Yep. 1st down and 10. Mixon will fire it out. Pass is going to be caught. Turning it upfield is going to be Matt Scaly for a gain of 7.
Scaly, another freshman, just an example here out of Philadelphia. 6'2", 235. Obviously, a great catch here for his first, possibly of his career. I'm going to go with, it was first of his career, excuse me. Just great vision and a great way to start this drive.
Mike, with a little bit of maybe some breaking news, the Hoppers need to be checked for PEDs. Well, that would hurt because he's got Nick Hopper on his team, so I don't know if he really wants to do that. As it's going to be floated out from the backfield, Staley with another grab, the tight end, and that is going to be first down and 10 for Bowling Green.
Bowling Green, this is what they need. They need to get momentum. Obviously, this game's probably out of reach as this third quarter comes to an end, but still, just getting them reps in and pushing hard.
Trips to the top of the formation. Mixon looking around as Lawrence was just getting there. He felt that pressure, and he threw that one away to close out the third quarter. Put your fours up in chat. It's been all Aggies in this one. Bunny Hopper with three receiving touchdowns in the game. Mixon's looked kind of good, but a couple turnovers. And we'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this. You're watching the CFSL on PX Sports on YouTube. Welcome back to College Station, Texas, as we are on the campus of Texas A&M. Kyle Field is the site for this one, as it's been all Aggies, 44-6. Joey Zaza with a loss of 3 on the play, and a good stop for Texas A&M. Tyrone Johnson, who had the pick 6 earlier in the second quarter, gets a tackle here.
And Tyrone Johnson, again, being an impact player on this defense. We've talked a lot about the defensive line, but Johnson and the rest of the secondary has been able to shut it down in the air to make it 6 points total tonight for BGSU.
Nixon. Pocket starting to collapse. He's going to wind up, take a shot deep, but it's off the hands of Brent Mills, and it falls incomplete. Underthrew his intended target by just a couple of yards.
Yeah, Mills there, almost his second interception of the night, and he continues to be one of the better cornerbacks in the game, at least so far this week in the CFSL.
And don't forget, we got one more game coming up right after this, as it's going to be... Just have to get to the schedule. It's going to be Toledo taking on Nebraska, coming up at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time here on YouTube. And after this play, is Jackson's going to be stopped in the backfield for no gain. What are your early thoughts on the Toledo-Nebraska game?
Well, Toledo last week we saw, I'll put it nicely, not have a great game. So we're going to see if this week they've got a little bit of a better game plan against another Power 3 opponent.
Going to be a handoff to Grigley going up the middle, gains 7 yards, 3rd down and 4 as he inches ever so closer to the century mark.
And to A&M, they've just been slow, methodical. They haven't had a lot, not just that they haven't had any, they've had not a lot of big plays in 3rd and 4 here.
Throwing it, and that's going to be caught by Bunny Hopper. She is doing it all. 19 yards on that reception, 6 receptions for 86 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns in the game.
Yeah, Hopper, they're able to recognize the pressure of the quarterback, get open, and Bowling Green, they've had problems all night with coverage of a few receivers. Hopper, McDonald, Kenzie are all getting chances, and another big play here.
2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. It's going to be a handoff to Grigley going up the middle. Good blocking. Almost able to get out of the tackle, able to pick up 10. It's going to be just inches short of the first down marker. As now he's up to 86 rushing yards.
And as we get closer to the end of this game, this is something that you're going to be looking at, is this A&M just rushing down the clock.
Justin Jackson going to keep it on the option keeper, going to the near side. And man, the defender seems down. He just took a shot from Justin Jackson.
It's been a theme all night. Jackson's had big contact with multiple defenders, and he's really made his will known.
Down in 10, play action. Jackson, but it's off the hands, incomplete. And if we're talking about most rushing yards for Andrew Grigley, we have to go to last season against Nebraska, where he rushed for 123 rushing yards. And the first game he ever played against Bowling Green, so he has big games against Bowling Green. He had 20 carries for 122 yards. As he picks up 7, it's going to be 3rd down and 3 as he's up to 15 rushes for 93 yards.
You want to talk about a big hit, number 26 getting hit by number 26, Mike Whitley. That's one of the bigger hits I've seen tonight. As you can see there, a little bit of a slow to get up there for the A&M running back.
Trips to the top of the formation. 3 down defensive lineman for Bowling Green. It's going to be a handoff, and that's going to be stopped in the backfield. Number 92, Scott Frank, tackling Joe Robinson for a loss of 3.
And we're talking about how good A&M's defensive line has been. How about Scott Frank and this Bowling Green defensive line? Obviously, A&M now going to try for a field goal after scoring 44, so not a great defensive effort overall, but still, this defensive line's had its moments.
Snap is down, kick is on the way by Aldo. It's through the uprights and good, 47-6. As A&M extends the lead, and so with 6:19 left to go, Bowling Green now will get the ball back for offense.
With just over 6 minutes remaining, the question turns from trying to make a comeback to how well you can play and create these offensive drives. Mixon, he's had his struggles tonight. He's also had some flashes, and he's shown that he can run a lot. I think Bowling Green here, they're going to try to rush down the clock a little bit, but still, let's see if they can try to get some offensive momentum going.
On first down, Mixon going to look to run, but that's not going to be the right play, and he's going to be tackled down for a loss by Pranav Sigmansetti.
Yep, Sigmansetti. I had to say that name once, or else you wouldn't let me hear the end of it for the pronunciations. But the Burbank, California native, the freshman, just able to get in there on the play, and a late entrant on the play to get the tackle for a loss.
Second down and 12. Mixon will check it down underneath to Zaza, who there is a flag down on the play, and we'll get the call from the ref. So clipping as Jordan Johnson, the guilty party, and will push the Falcons back. So now for Texas A&M, next week they will start Big 12 play as they will take on Missouri. So getting ready for that one. As it's going to be second down and 21. Pistol set for Bowling Green as Mixon will throw it to Zaza, but Allie Peters is there to show him what's up.
How about what's up or what's down as his face is in the turf after another huge hit by Allie Peters. As A&M defense came to play physical, and it's shown all night. Bowling Green, either their quarterback from the defensive line or the linebackers on Zaza has just been imposing all night.
Third and 25, throwing it underneath. Pass is caught by Shelly Wolchek, but only picking up 3. Allie Peters again, they're on the stop. It's going to be 4th and 23, and they'll punt this one back to Texas A&M.
And Bowling Green, not the best of drives to say the least. We're talking about maybe getting some momentum here. This is the opposite as the punt is dropped, but still. Now A&M gets great field position again.
So now for Bowling Green, they have a tough matchup next week. They'll be taking on Wisconsin. We don't know where it will be, but Bowling Green will take on Wisconsin in week 3. Meanwhile, Texas A&M will take on Missouri. Quad set to the top of the formation for Jackson. All sorts of time. Parker's starting to collapse, though. He throws that one, but it's going to sail out of bounds.
And look at that stat line as well. Jackson, 23 of 34, 284, 3 touchdowns. He's just been throwing it all over the field tonight.
Second down and 10, 5 minutes left to go. Hand off to Grigley, turning it upfield, but he gets shot taken by Mayan Holt.
And Holt as well, he's had a few tackles tonight. Obviously, 7 there on the screen for you with the 2 tackles for a loss. I think in the film study for this game, you'll see Holt, maybe not the best game for the defense overall, but another individual player who's had a lot of things to say positive about this game.
Yeah, looking really good as well. 3rd and 8 for Jackson. Looking around, throws it in the double coverage, but it falls off the hands, incomplete, almost intercepted by DJ Blackman.
One of the rare bad decisions, I think, for this A&M offense and Jackson himself. DJ Blackman, obviously, the game's probably a little bit out of reach, but it would have been a nice sentimental thing to at least get a turnover tonight.
Punt goes into the end zone for a touchback. So now Toledo, Nebraska, that came coming up. And with 4:30 left to go, what do you want to see from that one, or your early thoughts on that one?
How Toledo responds is the biggest thing. After last week, they need some type of show of life, and I think that's what they're going to look for.
Nebraska as well, coming off a loss last week to Oklahoma State. Kind of a tough opponent for week 1, but maybe a good litmus test as well. But now they will take on Toledo. And we'll see what Courtney Harris looks like in his second game of week 12 as Mixon throwing it across the middle will connect with Walker the 4th for a gain of 6.
And on that, when you started a game after a loss, this is actually a great example for this game. Both teams coming in with a loss. Getting that win, your first win of the season, especially early, is able to set momentum. And A&M, I think they've done a great job of that tonight with a huge win here at home.
Mixon going to take off and runs, gets out of it, and he's going to take the tackle as he will be chased down from behind by Buck Malone.
And Malone there, able to show some athleticism. He's shown that a few times tonight, the defensive tackle. And there you're just able to see him run up and, well, just get the tackle, even though it was a first down for Bowling Green.
And throw it out of the backfield to Zaza, but that's going to be a loss on the play as the defense coming up big for Texas A&M is Ty Linker with the tackle.
At 26 of 39, just over 100 yards of passing, and obviously the 2 interceptions with no touchdowns there. Not the stat line you want. It's not a pretty one for sure for Vinny Mixon, but still, going to next week, he probably has at least some flashes of film to look at and a lot of stuff to learn from.
And that's going to be thrown to Chris Walker, the third, for a 3-yard reception, and that's going to be 3rd and 9 upcoming as the Bowling Green Falcons throwing presumably a lot underneath the stick. So we'll see. Maybe they get something going here past the first down marker. They could get it just before the 35-yard line, setting up the halfback screen, but it's going to be tackled down by Buck Malone.
And again, Malone, it's a few times this drive he's really impacted the game. Maybe not the best idea, a halfback screen on 3rd and long, but still, Malone, his 5th tackle, 2nd for a loss tonight. And with just over 3 minutes remaining, we're going to see Bowling Green, I assume, not only punt it here, but A&M probably try to run down the clock.
4th down and 12, and the punt will go back to Texas A&M. Under 3 minutes left to go in this one. That's been pretty much over since the 3rd quarter of play. Brent Mills on the return of 13. And we'll get to probably see a couple runs here from Grigley.
Yeah, Grigley last week, just for reference, again, 11 carries for 28 yards. He's had much more than that and been a much bigger impact in this game, giving this offense time to breathe.
Hand off to Grigley. He had the hole, but decided to turn it back and make a cut. He only picks up 2 as he's now up to 97 rushing yards.
Well, Jamison was able to go through that hole, and I think Grigley realized that he needed to get positive yards and just turn sideways. He's able to. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson going to keep it. Gets a broken tackle, then gets hit just at the first down marker, but able to get the ball past the marker for first down. So clock will stop, but the chains will reset, so the clock will tick down now.
And A&M, as they close out this game, what an offensive performance. Obviously 47 offensive points. Well, I guess 41. Obviously there's the pick 6 early in the game. And it's just been all A&M tonight. Obviously you had some great defensive plays as well, but just what a game for them.
Now Grigley over the 100-yard rushing mark for the 3rd time in his young career. Going to be 2nd down and 4. And it's going to be a handoff this time to Joe Robinson, who trucks the defender, but then it's going to be Holt coming in and making the tackle, only a gain of 5.
And RJ Lupo, another in a long line of players on both teams that have just been rocked tonight. You can go on both teams. And, I mean, that physical play, it's helpful, especially when you go to MAC competition. Bowling Green, they have some lessons to take from here. It's not all doom and gloom.
Going to be working on the tackling dummies for sure. I can already see DT Hall already getting those things out at Bowling Green. It's going to be a handoff to Grigley, picking up 6 yards, and that will close this one out from Kyle Field as the final score in this one will be 47-6 as Texas A&M, they get back on the winning side of things as they move to 1-1. Meanwhile, Bowling Green falls to 0-2. And so quickly, Cole, just your final thoughts on this one before we wrap this up.
As much credit to give to this offense, this defense, especially this defensive line. I don't think he hit any records, but certainly some personal records here for Cody Lawrence and the rest of this defensive line. As you see there, Jackson, a lot of throws as well, and A&M, all of them tonight.
So on behalf of my analyst, Cole Mantell, executive producer Mike Peters, I'm Jeff Melanish, and thank you for spending your evening with us as we hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Collegiate Football Simulation League on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Once again, the final score, Texas A&M 47, Bowling Green 6. And we'll be back at 9 p.m. Central Time for Toledo taking on Nebraska.